What's going on, everybody? Before I start today's video, I just want to remind you I'm going live on Whatnot tomorrow for a live auction. It starts at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, and these are all the hardcovers that I'm going to auction off, starting at $1, 1-minute bids, affordable shipping, and a huge shout out to Organic Price Books for sending through so much inventory for our Whatnot sale. Download the app, follow me at GemMint Collectibles, all one word, the best app to buy and sell comic books easily. What's going on, everybody? GemMint here, back with another Omnibus haul. The hauls seem to have been coming in more frequently, so that's always a good thing. Big shout out to Marvel Comics. They sent us this poster book for the Infinity Saga. This is the second one that they've come out with. They also sent the Conan Volume 6 and the Aliens Volume 2. Huge shout out to Organic Price Books for sending through the Berserk Volume 9, as well as the Batman Volume 2, the new 52 book to complete that series. Make sure to check out OrganicPriceBooks.com for all the latest omnibus, hardcovers, trade paperbacks, and more. They have a great selection of books, competitive prices, immaculate packaging, and super fast shipping. Plus, you can save $2 every time you use the code GEMMINT at checkout. We're going to jump into all these, but before we do, make sure to hit that like. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. I am giving away this sealed copy of All New Wolverine Omnibus from Marvel once we hit 135,000 subscribers. We're less than 1,000 away. Stick around to the end of the video and I'll give you more details on how to get into the giveaway. But for now, let's jump into the books and let's start with this huge poster book. I really do like these poster books. When I used to work in the office, I would have books like this. I would rip them out and I would, decor the office. So let's flip through and see what kind of stuff they gave us. All right, so this is obviously an oversized book. It's 16 inches tall, so that, you have a little bit of a poster here. It's scheduled to be released on January 4th. Love this Avengers logo on the front. The back shows you, I think, everything that you get in here. $25 cover price, so pretty inexpensive. And you get some high quality, thicker poster type material for the pages. Loki here looks great. You have some that are horizontal, like Winter Soldier here. Age of Ultron. I think this was like the first promo thing that came out for that back in the day. Then you have some other kind of just graphic design stuff, which is cool. Almost looks like the Punisher logo there. Some sketch work. This looks like Michael Turner, but it's probably like mock-ups for the movie. You get this poster, that Avengers logo. So some cool stuff here. Nice, big, blown up, super high quality as far as the visuals and the paper. So there you go. All right, guys, on to Berserk Volume 9, and I almost made a big dramatic thumbnail on how they ruined Berserk. Not so much anything with the contents, but the outside feels different, man. It feels more smooth. It feels a little bit more like the Hellsing books and not like the other Berserk volumes. So I don't know why it has like a different feel to it, but we'll take a look at the contents. I mean, that's really what it's all about, right? Then on to Berserk, we're on to Volume 9, which each volume contains 3 of the trade paperbacks. So yeah, I don't know why. It feels smoother. It feels a little bit different than the other volumes. This is $50 cover price, which makes me nervous, guys. Come on, let's not do that. It doesn't feel embossed, really. So that's that. Let's jump into this. So we have some posters here as well. What's that? One of the trolls. The fairies. Berserker armor. Got some apostles here. These demons are in the Prime 1 statues. Is that Ganishka? Shirki in the squad teaching Farnese the powers of magic. Rest in peace, Kentaro Miura. And here are the chapters that we have in here. I'm trying to remember what arc. Okay, the Falcon of the Millennium Empire arc. So that arc lasted a while, right? So the stuff with the trolls was super graphic, man. Very sexual and crazy, trying to get through the trolls caverns or underground tunnels, if I recall. The artwork, Guts, looks great, man. That kind of looks like the Black Swordsman statue from Prime 1. It's funny, had Prime 1 not made statues and Dark Horse not made hardcovers, I probably would have never gotten into Berserk, but it became like one of my favorite franchises. This creature, like this magical type of horse/lizard, super cool. So like, I want to say ethereal. What's the word I'm looking for? It was very mystic. It was like Final Fantasy like stuff, and that's kind of what drew me to it to begin with. Like the kind of inspiration that he gave Final Fantasy with the Buster Sword and the Dragon Sword and those types of ethereal monsters. Is that what I'm thinking of? Grotesque, gruesome demon stuff here. Casca, her mind still gone from the events of the eclipse. Here we have Slann doing her Slann thing. Is this where he fights her? Yeah, I think this is the big battle between him and Slann. Yep. Great battle. Super creepy. Yeah, this arc was great, man. Let's see what else we got. The Blaze. The Berserker armor with that skull helmet before Guts gets it. So I guess this is where he gets the Berserker armor. Did that not happen in these volumes? I'm having it mixed with what I read in the hardcovers, and I read the individual volumes. I'm actually caught up, and I read everything online. I guess we don't really have to talk about the ending here. Super creepy, that town. Here he is now, right? Is it Ganishka? Am I saying his name right? The demons. Griffith's new army he's putting together. Great stuff, guys. Don't sleep. Get caught up. Berserk. I like to get the colored posters at the end. All right, next up from Marvel Comics, you know they're pumping out the Conan material. We have the Savage Sword of Conan, the original Marvel years, Volume 6. We'll take a look at the pages. We'll see how many there are, how much the book costs, what it collects, and more. All right, guys, so Savage Sword of Conan, Volume 6. This is the DM variant, which is the cover for issue 74. There is a regular cover here. I don't see who the artist is. We'll have to take a look maybe in the back of the book to see. But it has 1,016 pages and is scheduled to come out on January 12th, 2022. So that's the front. Here's the spine here. And here's the back. $125 cover price collects the Savage Sword of Conan 73 through 87 and Marvel Comics Super Special issue 21. Here's the inside of the dust jacket as usual, giving you a little synopsis of what's going on here. It looks like it has some quotes about the volume, and then you have biographies on the creators on the right side. I like how they stuck with the format for the actual hardcover, the spine and the back of the book. I like the unicism there. That's good. And these are, I believe, what, all the magazine style stuff, right? So this is all black and white. Here we have, what is this, credits on the individual issues, table of contents, introduction by Jim Zub. And great covers on here. And yeah, black and white on the inside. So like I said, man, Marvel cranking out the Conan content. It was before my time. It's not something that I was into as a kid, although I was such a fan of Joe Jusko and his 1992 Marvel masterpieces that I would like hunt down anything Joe Jusko did. And he did a set of Conan trading cards that I ended up picking up, and I just dug it, man, so much for the artwork. I've never seen a Conan movie. I know people are into that. There's a statue community out there. PCS has the 1/3 scale Conan. I dig the art and I appreciate it. It's just not something that I got into. But, man, if you guys are into it, yo, imagine Marvel cranking out about 13, 14 omnis of something that you're digging. So, very cool for Conan fans. For me, it's just not really my style. As you can see here, we have some covers in the back. A lot of bonus material here. Marvel Super Specials in color. It was a magazine-style book, so it has, you know, all kinds of articles and interviews and stuff. Look, set pictures. What is this? The movie special covers, original covers, and interior pages. And then here is the Dan Panosian is the DM variant cover. All right, guys, next up, a book that I've been excited for, Aliens Volume 2 from Marvel Comics, reprinting the classic, iconic Dark Horse stuff. If you guys had those small little trade paperbacks or were even collecting those hardcovers from Dark Horse, they're not going to make any more of those. So it's cool to see that we're getting Omnibus chock full of this content. Let's go ahead and see what's inside. All right, guys, so here is the regular cover for the Volume 2 Omnibus. It's by Mohammed Asrar. The DM variant right here is by Paul Mendoza, which I think both look great. This book has 1,000 pages even, and it's scheduled to come out on January 12th, 2022. Let's take a look at the spine here. Great looking spine. It should match very well with volume 1. And then here's the back. So it collects Aliens Rogue 1 through 4, Aliens Labyrinth 1 through 4, Aliens Colonel Marines 1 through 10, Aliens Salvation, Aliens Music of the Spears 1 through 4, and Aliens Stronghold 1 through 4. It also has material from Dark Horse Comics 3 through 5, 11 through 13, 15 through 19, plus previews 1 through 12, previews 1, and Alien Magazine 9 through 20. So material from all those books with a $125 cover price. And here's the inside of the dust jacket, giving you a biography on the book on the left and giving all the credits and creators on the right. Amazing wraparound cover here, this painted style with like the queen alien on the front. That looks amazing. Fighting this other alien, biting her arm. Binding is great on this book. I mean, Marvel has really been doing a great job with the binding. During the pandemic, they had that little stint with those square-bound books, but it's been pretty good ever since. So here's some credits and table of contents. The art is great, man. This Dark Horse 90s stuff or late 80s stuff, it reminds me of like DC Vertigo artwork. It's very mature, it's clean. I like the digitized coloring. I don't remember if I read this material or not. The stuff in this book was not collected in the 2 Dark Horse hardcovers that I reviewed, but I did own the Alien trade paperbacks, and I read some of them. I didn't read all of them, but I can't remember, and I couldn't find them on Amazon to try to compare the content. So, I mean, I'm going to have to eventually, you know, do a read-through of this stuff. But, digging it. Love the Alien stuff in comics. It was great. Fleshes it out so much more than the movies and gives so much depth and mythos to the franchise. I mean, look at the art that we're flipping through. It looks awesome, man. Here's the Alien Salvation storyline. Like, look, it almost looks like, is that Mignola? Is it? Yeah, he worked on this book. That looks like Mignola right there, so I wouldn't be surprised. Kind of the 4-color kind of vibe to it. Great covers here throughout as well. I know I didn't get through much of them flipping through, but when I looked at the book earlier and stretched out the spine, great stuff here. Let's see what's in the back. Alien smoking a cigar. See, the covers are awesome. Boom. Nice double page spread. Here's some variant covers and stuff, right? Yeah, this is dope bonus material. Kind of little kind of interviews and such. Well, not interviews, but articles. Dang, that's dope, man. Great collection of stuff, man. Here's Mignola. And lastly, guys, I think the big hit of this haul for me is the conclusion, the second half of the Batman New 52 run with the Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo Omnibus. We'll take a look at the binding. I remember my volume 1 was a little bit tight. We'll take a look at the art, what it collects, how much it costs, how many pages, all that good stuff right now. All right, now we're in the end game. So Batman Volume 2, Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo. This collects the rest of the Batman New 52 run, which is issues 34 through 52, annuals 3 and 4, Batman Futures End 1, DC Sneak Peek Batman 1, Batman Last Night on Earth 1 through 3, and stories from Detective Comics 27 and Detective Comics 1000, $125 cover price. And let's see what's on the inside of the dust jacket. Not much on the inside of the dust jacket, just some quotes from some media outlets, biography on Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, and some graphics on the actual hardcover itself. Pretty dope. Here's the spine and the back here. I like this version of Joker. I always thought it was weird when Avengers went with the term Endgame. I'm like, that was just like the recently ended Batman arc. Also was a Spawn arc as well. Here's some credits. Here's the table of contents. I feel like that's the Death of the Family stuff, right? Here's the table of contents. So Endgame, huge part of this book. You got Super Heavy. I think that's when Jim Gordon has that big bat suit, right? And Last Night on Earth. And here we are, man, into the thick of it. I like this run a lot, man. I mean, I do feel like obviously the Court of Owls stuff was stronger than the ending, but to finally have it collected, we complained for so long about having all these Omnis but no Batman New 52. So a little stiff. It is a little stiff, right, guys? But I guess what we learned from Volume 1 is that not all of the volumes had that same stiffness. I guess once you get to the middle, it gets a little bit okay. But yeah, the binding wasn't super tight. There's some give on the eye, like if you see right here. So this one could probably be broken in a little bit more. Not as bad as my Volume 1. But yeah, this is what we asked for. We finally got it. DC was putting out New 52 Omnis of literally everything else. And now we have the complete Batman story. This would be a dope read-through one day, right? Do a Batman New 52 read-through, knocking out both Omnis. Great artwork, Capullo. I've loved him since I was a kid. I confused a lot of his stuff with the McFarlane as a kid, just not knowing better. You do have variant covers in the back. That's cool to get all that stuff collected in the Omni as well. And there you have it, guys. Alright guys, so that's the haul. Let me know what your favorite book was or what you're picking up in the comments down below. Like I said, once we hit that next subscriber milestone, we're giving away the all-new Wolverine Omnibus. And that's all you got to do. Be subscribed, leave a like, leave a comment, and once we hit the milestone, which we should really soon, I'll pick a random video where I promoted this giveaway and use a random YouTube comment generator to draw a worldwide winner. As always, I appreciate you guys for watching, but don't go anywhere. Make sure to check out my other Omnibus hauls, as well as my comic book day reviews, and my statue unboxings. Stay minty fresh. Peace.